Hello, I'm Diana with the Small Business Development Center at Clackamas Community College. I appreciate you taking time to watch this video today. We'll go through some information fairly quickly, but the good news is this is a video. You can stop, rewind, listen to part or all of it again. We will have some questions at the end. So if you've not gotten some notebook paper and a pencil or pen, I would push the stop button or pause and go get them because you're going to need to take notes. And it's very important that you respond to the questions that you're being sent with this in order to move forward and get you registered in the pre-licensure. You see, we have trained hundreds and hundreds of contractors each year and thousands over the last few years. We've learned a few things along the way. And the first thing that we've learned is if you do not really have the commitment for this business, something beyond money, if there isn't something more, you're not going to be in this business very long. You may have one or two jobs lined up and they may sound great. In fact, you may be certain you're going to make a ton of money. But here in a moment, we're going to go through the costs just of starting this business. And then there will be ongoing operational costs. And we want to be sure that you're aware of all this before you jump into it. Some contractors even choose to wait a little bit of time before they get started so they can save up and do it right. So let's get started. Aside from your commitment to doing it right, making sure that you have the resources, it's also going to mean that you're committed to the time. You're going to have to be organized. You're going to have to store information, and you're going to have to not just rush into business. Are you pricing things properly? If not, did you go into business to lose money? Well, unfortunately, 9 out of 10 contractors and businesses in general learn that unpleasant lesson. 9 out of 10 do not make it. Would you like to turn that equation upside down and make sure that you are one of 9 that do make it? Then I invite you to work with the Small Business Development Centers because our track record is exceptional. We provide free advising as well as we have reasonably priced classes. There's a reason that people succeed when they choose to work with us. But I do want to emphasize under commitment, we need and we choose to work with ethical individuals who want to be a licensed construction contractor, play by the rules, and that they would like to have a successful, profitable business. Is this you? Only you know the answer to that question. Let's move on to business registration. So exactly what is involved? There are a whole lot of steps, and we're not going to take the time today because we have a class. It takes over an hour to go through the various aspects of registration. Oh, sure, any of us can pull up sites and get started on it. But if you click the wrong thing, you may find what many contractors are finding, and that is that you click the wrong box, and a short time later, the penalty notices start arriving, and you had no idea. So that helpful friend or family member may mean that they checked the wrong things, and you're not in business anymore because you have a stack of fines and you can't pay them all. So how can you get registration? That's what we do. The Small Business Development Centers are your advocate. We're here to help you go into business, help you register your business correctly, and we look forward to getting you on the journey of a successful business. Please let your advisor help you schedule a time with your advisor, and the only cost you have to pay in Oregon is the $100 that you have to pay to the Secretary of State on the business registration side. Now, there are additional steps to be a construction contractor, but that's the start, registering your business. The next step is, boy, do we need your help. We have talked and talked about this topic, and we finally decided to just own up to it. We're here to help you, but there are hundreds and hundreds of you contacting us. If someone starts sending multiple texts and emails and calling each one of us and sending more and more texts and emails, we're not going to be able to respond to them all. We ask that you send us a message, however you'd like to, and then wait a moment. It might be a day or two, and we will get back with you, and we'll be as prompt as we possibly can, but we're human. And especially respect the fact we have families. These calls that are coming at 8:30 to as late as 1 o'clock at night. I mean, please. We have families, and that's all I need to say on that topic. We also think that you need to understand there are other tools in your job, not just the construction tools that you use, but we're talking a computer, a good printer, a good internet connection, and some other things along the way, aside from supplies. I understand we all have budgets, and starting out, we do a lot of things and we share. But we have so many people that come to us every month with tales of woe. They were using a friend or family member's computer. It's lost, it's broken. They accidentally deleted your file. There went your business because all your information was stored in there. And it's very hard to recover from those kind of things. Get your own tool, protect it and use it and respect it. Get a good computer. We have classes and we can give you some suggestions on what to buy and how to succeed. Talk to your advisor. We're here to help. But plan on making that investment. And it is included in something I'm going to show you in just a moment, which is really the costs of going into business. If you don't allow for these costs, you're going to have surprises down the road because they don't go away. On the left, you have residential construction contractors. It's about a little over $4,000, about $4,050 to go into business with good tools and the very minimums that you need. And that's in addition to the requireds, right? And that's no employees. Should you add employees and say my business requires that, that's where I'm starting, you're going to end up at over $6,500, almost $6,600. If you're a commercial contractor, the numbers are way higher because you have a lot higher bonds. And if you're commercial and residential, you have even more than I'm showing on the commercial side. And so you get close to $13,000 and you're required to have workers' comp insurance, even if you have no employees. We want to be sure that those costs are firmly fixed in your mind. If you decide you're prepared to go forward with these costs in mind, in addition to your tools and equipment, some startup costs that you're going to need, then we're excited for you and we're here to help. But all businesses have expenses to get started. The next thing that we'd like to share with you and ask for your help on is make sure you get that printer that looks nice. You know, a quality business printer. If you get a cheap one, guess what happens? It jams, it crumples the paper, it leaves things dog-eared, the print quality is poor. Imagine this, you're going to a customer's home with the contract in hand and all the disclosures, and you go, I got that to print. And the customer looks at it and goes, wow, I'm going to spend $40,000 for this contractor to do my remodel. I wonder if their work is going to look like this. People judge you by the professionalism that you demonstrate. Take a moment to think about how you look to others as you do it. We ask that you be prepared when you come to classes. Did you really get information? Today, I ask you to please make sure that you had a notebook and paper. That's a requisite. Every time you sit down, you're here to learn. It doesn't all stay up here. We're going to be providing a lot of information to you, and it's essential you're prepared. Have notes, and they're good to refer to. The other thing, you're going to retain a whole lot more if you write the information down instead of just trying to recall it. You've got a lot ahead. We're here to help you succeed there. We also have developed a checklist because we know that you as a contractor have so many things you're trying to pull together. And so we developed a checklist. When you get together with us and you would like to get started on registering your business, we've given you a list to help you collect the information and we go through it. This will be provided in your packet when you're ready to take the pre-licensure exam. This is not optional. This checklist has all the information we're going to need from you to help you in your business. My goal is not to go through all of this with you now. It's to make you aware that it's out there. And we're asking for this for a singular reason. We want to make the most of your time. And if you don't have it prepared, we will not be able to continue the appointment with you. So take the time to be prepared so we can go through these things quickly and make sure that we get you registered as quickly as possible. Talking of time frames, wow. You may have talked to longtime contractors and they say, oh, it takes just a few days, couple weeks. Those days are gone. Not only is it COVID, but the background process is much more thorough. So we'd like to set some expectations right now. If you have a Social Security number, you can expect probably in the neighborhood of 2 months. Insurance is taking a long time. Bonds are taking a long time. Then it has to go to the CCB. And right now it's being mailed. And again, that's another delay, going to the CCB and coming back. So take a step back and say, whew, I better keep my day job. And if you have an ITIN, the process is going to be much more rigorous. You have an ITIN, which may have been renewed, which is great. It'll also speed up the process. But there are steps we're going to have to do on another ITIN renewal to make sure that the IRS database doesn't just look at you as an employee. You are now going to be an employer. And there's a different set of information that they need. We're very experienced and we can help you navigate that and would do so. But we need to set the expectation. You're looking more at 4 months by the time these processes go through. And yet we're here to help you every step of the way. Imagine having someone that has the playbook and we know what to do. Well, that's us. We offer our advising at no charge. When you do set up your business with the Oregon Secretary of State, we're your partner. You're right here. You're seeing this screen as we go through things. And we make sure you have copies of the registrations. We do not charge for that. It is $100 that the Secretary of State gets, but we're not getting anything for the time we help you do that. Many of you are going to go out and someone's going to say, oh, I can help you with that. Or my wife has done a few of those. We'll get you in business quicker. Those are the ones that come back to my office time and again. Mistakes were made. It can result in delays for you getting your business, like lots. I have one contractor that did that. It only took him 5.5 months to navigate the process, and he had a Social Security number. He made every possible mistake, and the number of notices that flew to his home, he actually was almost in tears when he finally called me and was ready to do it right. Instead of that being your future, wouldn't you like somebody that does it frequently? And we are happy to help you. We exist to serve. The final thing is we're going to ask for something from you. The reason that 9 out of 10 businesses succeed is they continue learning. As a construction contractor, you learn every day on the job. You may have been doing cement or concrete or drywall, roofing, whatever your trade, you've probably done it for quite a while, and I bet you're really good at it. You did not gain those skills overnight. Well, you keep them up to date. There are new materials, new processes, new chemicals. Well, the same applies in your business. We know right now you're going to be going through a lot, going through the training. Why not let the experts help you? We help you navigate. And we have a class that while you're waiting for your licensing, perhaps you'd like to consider. It's called Record Keeping and Estimating. We like to know that you have the basics of how to control all your records, really to prepare your business to start. And we look at some basic marketing ideas to really jumpstart your business and get you going down that path that's going to put money in your pocket and make sure that this venture that you're heading out on is one that's here next year and the year after and for many years to come. And then we have another class that is an ongoing one. It's called Contractor Small Business Management. It was designed for you. It's a new business for new and contractors that haven't been in business for very long. They want to do things right. They want to understand about the other licenses you are required to have. Yes, there's a lot more than just registering your business with the IRS or Secretary of State or filling out a form and sending it to the CCB. That's just a start. We're happy to help you navigate that and understand what those requirements are and make sure you remain compliant there. Sounds like a lot, but we know that contractors that choose to work with us, they have a bright future. Would you like that to be you? I sincerely hope so. I'm delighted that you've taken time today to listen to me. And we have made this video because we care. We genuinely care. And so our team, when we sat down and talked about things, realized you're worth it. Why don't we put this together and share with them in a video to really help our aspiring business owners be successful without so much pain? Thank you for your time. And I really look forward to working with you, and so do my peers. Take care.